Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Cooks by Carrie. If you're new here, I'm Carrie. And for today's Foodie Friday recipe, I am sharing how to make this delicious basmati rice from onceuponachef.com. Now, if you hear some rain in the background, that's because at the time of recording this voiceover, it is raining behind me. And also, if you notice that there wasn't a Monday video this week, that is because I am on vacation this week. This is being pre-recorded, and I don't have time to film 2 videos this week, so there'll just be 1 video this week and 1 video next week. But without further ado, let's get into this video. Also, guys, as a reminder, don't forget that this is a part of a 4-part series that is like a chicken dinner. So I've already showed you guys how to make a rotisserie chicken, or roasted chicken. I showed how to make roasted vegetables in my last video. In this video, I'm showing rice, and the next video will be homemade dinner rolls. So stay tuned for that one. That'll be coming out next Monday. There will not be a Friday video next week. So yeah, for this rice, you're going to need a cup of basmati rice, 1 3/4 cups of water, 1.5 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and a ½ teaspoon salt. And that's all that the Once Upon a Chef recipe uses. And this rice is by far the most delicious, fluffy rice that I've probably ever eaten. This rice is really probably, I don't want to say life-changing, but it's a little bit life-changing, to be honest. It's just so good. So without further ado, let me show you how I make it. Alrighty, so to start off, you want to combine all your ingredients in a pot. Now this is, I don't know what type of pot this is, but my dad calls it his special rice pot. It's just like a non-stick, smallish, medium-size-ish pot. And what you do is just combine all the ingredients, and then I'm also going to go ahead and add in about a large spoonful of olive oil. Well, this is not in the recipe. My family does include it, and I do think it benefits the recipe. But obviously, you do not have to include olive oil if you don't want to. It's optional, but I do think that it adds more like smoothness, just overall it benefits the recipe. Also, if you do want to stir all of these ingredients up before you put it on the stove, I don't do this, but if you want to do this, just be careful because this is a non-stick pot, and so you can't use anything metal in it. You have to use a wooden spoon or something like that. Alrighty, so now on the stovetop, I am turning on my heat to about a medium high. And you can see all the ingredients in there. I'm going to stir them up. And also, quick note, you may notice as you're reading over the instructions on the Once Upon a Chef recipe that I don't follow them exactly, and that is true. My dad is, our quote-unquote professional rice cooker at our house, and he just does it this way. And so it's kind of a variation on that recipe link down below. So, yeah. And here is what the mixture was looking like before the heat had really kicked in. And here it is kind of at like a boil. It's kind of hard to tell, but you do see some bubbles popping up, and this is getting a little bit boiling. So basically you want to bring this to a boil, and then once you have it at a boil, like you can see here, you want to put the lid on and turn it down to a medium-low, which you'll see me do in a second. Cover the lid and cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. And basically what you're looking for is that all the rice is going to be absorbed. So as you can see, I'm stirring it because I had my boil. And then I'm going to put the lid on, turn the heat down, and cook for about 15 minutes. Maybe checking every minute or so. Alrighty guys, before I continue with this video, please subscribe, hit that thumbs up, comment down below what you'd like to see next, and share this video with a friend. I have a goal of 100 subscribers, and we're about a quarter of the way there. So if we could get there, that would be absolutely great. So, and also turn your notification bell on so you get notified when I post a new video. That's all guys, let's continue with this video. Alrighty, so now it has been about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm not exactly sure of the total time it took me, but if you start checking, like I said previously, at about 15 minutes and then check maybe every 2 minutes, every minute or whatever, you can see if it's ready. And this is what's going to look like when it's ready. So it's going to be beautiful, really hot, really steamy. You want to be really careful there. And just give it some good stirs. Make sure that all the water is absorbed and that everything looks good. At this point, if you also want to add some lemon juice for some flavor or maybe some cilantro and lime, You can add really any variations of flavor you want to help season up the meal. And at this point, you can also taste it to make sure that it's to your liking, that it's not too like stiff. And then I'm putting the lid back on and turning off the heat and letting it sit for about 5 more minutes. And like you saw in the beginning of the video, here's the end result of the rice. You can fluff it up with a fork if you'd like, but make sure that if you're in the nonstick pan, you transfer it to a bowl or something else before you start fluffing it up with the fork, or it can serve immediately. This rice is really delicious, and it's so good to know how to cook rice. It's really a good skill to have, and it goes great with a chicken meal, sometimes with a steak meal, really with anything you're eating. It just is such a good side dish. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please follow me on Instagram at Cooks by Carrie. And I'm sorry you only got one video this week, but I hope you liked this video. And if you haven't checked out the other videos in the series, go ahead and check them out now. And stay tuned for a Monday video that will be the dinner roll recipe that will finish out this series. Also, if you have any suggestions for anything you want me to try out or, anything, please leave them in the comments down below. I'm really open to suggestion here, and I want to hear from you guys. Thank you, and that's all for today. Bye, guys.